Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have not done a tutorial in such a long time. It feels like on my channel I've been at with the vlogs, I've been at with chatty videos with my sister, so I thought I'll come back on here with another tutorial. But it's not just any tutorial guys, it's a drugstore makeup tutorial, Kim Kardashian Met Gala look. So if you guys want to see how I create this look, please keep watching. Okay, so I literally just started by cleansing my damn skin, and I just put on some moisturizer, and I came prepared because all my drugstore products are in this little scrub box. Here, sneak peek. Okay, I actually just filmed a face mask video for my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, hello, where are you? I actually used a drugstore mask, and this one is from Jake Jamie X Makeup Revolution, and I done the Feed Your Face watermelon mask, and it actually like made my face feel really hot. So yeah, it was really nice. My skin feels really soft. It was quite sticky though. So I'm gonna start off by priming my skin. I'm gonna use the Total Control Drop Primer from NYX. So I'm literally going to do a couple of drops on my T-zone area. It feels really nice and like smooth, almost a bit silicone-y. It's not one of those oily silicones though. It feels really nice and like it will just fill in your pores perfectly, you know. I need to stop saying you know. I was editing the other day and I was like, oh my god, Thuy, if you say you know one more time, I'm gonna slap your ass through the screen. Oh, that feels really nice. Why don't I use this more often? Okay, so for foundation wise, I was literally deciding what foundation to go for. So I was looking for my foundation drawer and I was like, what foundation should I use? And I was gonna go in with the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I've actually filmed a whole foundation 101 video and I used this foundation in that video, so I'm not gonna use it today, but if you guys want to see it in action, head on over to that video. I'll link it up here. Instead, I'm gonna try out the Ex1 Invisiwear liquid foundation. I've actually tried this foundation before when my skin was a bit more oily and I had a lot more pigmentation and scarring and stuff, but now that my skin is kind of cleared up minus these freaking 3 spots here, we're gonna try this out today while my skin's a bit more like normal dry. Okay, I'm gonna put 2 pump on my cheeks and my chin. Okay, so for my sponge, I'm going to use a Real Technique sponge. I haven't used one of their sponges in ages, but now they've brought out loads of new shapes. This one's called the Miracle Sculpting Sponge. I've literally just wet it already and I shoved it back in here so you guys see all the packaging and everything, but it's literally like steaming up as we speak. So this is what the sponge looks like. It literally looks like a butt plug. If you're into all that, you know, I think this is what butt plugs look like. So it has a bigger side with also like a slant here, so you can pout to your foundation. And then on the other side, it's a bit smaller and it also has a little slant as well. Oh yes, it's going on great. It's a really good colour match as well. It's really nice and olive. I find it really hard to find drugstore foundations that blend in really nicely and that has a lot of olive undertones. Okay, so I'm applying on the foundation all over, but the foundation, I'm not going to lie, I have to use like 5 pumps now. It's not giving me the coverage that I normally require because my ass like a full ass bake, and it's not covering this up at all. So I'm definitely going to have to pile on the concealer. Also with this sponge, I feel like it's not blending in my foundation really well. Like I can kind of see the outline of the sponge whenever I'm pouncing, which is quite annoying. It's definitely not a matte foundation. It has more of like a glow to it. So the concealer that I'm going to use today is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. You guys know as soon as my ears hear olive, I'm like, where? Give me the olive. Quite a dark shade. I thought it would be a bit lighter. Doesn't this look so light here? So I'm going to put this all over my eyes because I have dark circles these days. Like I normally never suffer with dark circles, and recently I've been so jet lagged, guys. If you haven't seen my Mexico vlog, are you even subscribed to my channel? That vlog was so fun to watch again because when you just live in your everyday life, you don't even realise all the stuff you had done, and when you film everything, you watch it back, it's like, oh my god, we've done loads of stuff. It's super fun. Make sure you check out that video if you guys haven't already. I'll make sure that video is linked at the end of this video. Okay, I'm going to use the other side of the sponge and I'm just going to blend the outer corners of this because I want it to really blend into my skin and not take away the coverage. I feel like I definitely could have went up a little bit lighter. It looks good so far. It's kind of covering up these little pimples that I have here. Do you know what? It wasn't even a pimple. It was like a little blackhead in there, and I got a needle and I like tried to dig it out and it never came out. Okay, so for contouring and bronzing, I literally had like no drugstore bronzer. I need to get my ass to Boots and find a good drugstore bronzer. But instead, I'm going to use a darker liquid concealer to do my bronzing, give it a bit more life to the skin. You know the deal. So this is the Sleek Lifeproof Concealer. I literally just pulled it out and I was like, oh, The brush is a bit underwhelming, guys, because it's such a big tube, and then I thought it would be like the Tarte Shape Tape. You know, that big fat brush applicator, but instead it's like an itty mini little brush head. Tiny. Putting this all over my forehead. This colour is really nice, by the way. I had loads of drugstore darker concealers, but I was like, I want something like golden, a bit warmish. Look how nice that shade is. Like a really nice, like warm, golden bronze. Okay, so on my cheekbones, I'm going to use a little bit on my brush. I'm just going to go in and try to like buff that into my skin. Do you guys want to see a review on the new Huda Beauty Tan Tour? Let me know. She's been bringing out so many new launches. Literally, like, as soon as one launches, 2 days later there's a new launch out. So I feel like it's a bit overwhelming with Huda Beauty. And I'm literally just taking a little tiny bit of concealer and I'm wiping it off on the back of my hand just so that it's not a big blob. And then I'm literally just going in and contouring my nose slightly just to give it a bit more shape, so my nose doesn't look like a Squidward nose, you know. Okay, so my contour and concealer's all on. I'm going to set everything using the Vichy Dermablend powder. This is a really good drugstore powder and it's really translucent as well, so it doesn't show up a bit white. But you know, sometimes it says translucent, you take a photo and you literally like a ghost. Doesn't happen with this one. Okay, so I'm literally just going to dab this powder all over my face. You want to make sure there's no creasing around your eyes before you powder everything. Okay, so for my blusher, I'm going to go in with a Milani blusher. This is number 11 and look how pretty this is. I actually don't know if we can get this in the drugstore in the UK. I know you can when you're abroad. If you can't, then you can also go in with the Ex1 Pretty in Peach blusher. But I already used Ex1 in this video, so we're going to be trying the Milani today. Okay, so I'm going to apply the blusher on my cheeks, and it has a little bit of a golden sheen in this. It's not really showing up though. Is it doing anything? No. So instead we are going to go in with the Ex1 blusher. This one is really pigmented, so you have to be really careful about how much you put on, because the other day I was like watching a YouTube video and I was just applying on my blusher and literally I looked at the mirror and I was like, oh damn, I look like I got punched in the face. This is a really good dupe for Melba blusher from MAC. Okay, and then just before my highlighter, I'm going to spritz my skin with the Hyloronic Fix by Makeup Revolutions, like a setting spray. Always make sure you spray in the air first so that you don't get no big splotches, and then when you spray from the side and then you keep pumping to your face. Don't ever directly do the first pump on your face, because that's when you get the big blotches everywhere. Oh, that doesn't smell nice. It almost smells a bit like chlorine. So for highlighter, I've already said this in my video before, but I find it really hard to find good drugstore highlighters. I know Maybelline does one, but that one is a bit too dark for my skin tone. I know you guys also said there's a good one from Wet n Wild, but I haven't been able to find it in my local Boots. So instead we're going to go from one from Lottie London X Imogen. I'm going to put some on the top of my cheekbones. This highlighter is like a super finely milled highlighter. The sleek ones are also really nice as well. I've done a whole video on my top highlighters of all time and also how to make your highlighter pop. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly do my eyebrows off camera, which I have a whole video about, and I'll be back. I'm going to use this photo as inspiration today. She looks gorgeous. I'm going to go with a concealer. This is from L'Oreal. It's a 24-hour concealer pomade. So I've tried this concealer before. It's a little bit more like moussey, so I thought it would be really nice as an eyeshadow base. Okay, so for the eyeshadow palette today, we're going to be using one from NYX. It's the Ultimate Eyeshadow Palette. Okay, so the main shades I'm going to use from this palette is like these kind of shades, because it was quite like a warmish kind of brown that they was used on the outer and inner corners. So we're going to mix them two together. So I'm literally just buffing this right on the outer corners, trying to get that colour to really pack on. And then we're also going to do the same on the other side. So I'm trying to just like push in the eyeshadow so it looks a bit more even on both eyes. And then on the outer corners, I'm literally just going to take this one right here, and then I'm just going to buff out the outer corners just so that it's a bit more blended, because at the moment it looks like a harsh block. I've actually been to a Makeup by Mario masterclass before and he takes forever blending, so we're really going to try to spend a bit more time, especially when you're using drugstore products. You want to try not to do it too fast, because sometimes you get a lot of fallout. The eyeshadow palette's actually going on really nicely though. Really nice and pigmented, super easy to blend out, which is what we like. I don't know why it's looking a bit more purple, even though there's like no purple in this palette. So we need to bring back the neutrals. So I'm gonna mix a bit of this with a bit of this and then use that as my transition shade. And then I'm just gonna buff this and connect them together. Okay guys, so I've been blending, and I want to just show you the eye fully blended before I finish off this one. So when I'm blending, I keep kind of tilting my head here so I can really get the brush up in that socket. But you want to make sure it's kind of like faded up here as well, because sometimes when I keep blending here it looks so big, then when I open my eyes it all like shrinks into the socket. So just make sure you keep looking up and keep blending the colours a little bit higher as well. But also in this photo, underneath her eyes are quite smoky as well, so we're going to be putting on this colour here. I'm just going to buff this out as much as I can and get this super nice and smoky. Okay guys, so I'm back. Oh my god, how annoying was it? I literally just went through all my pigment drawer and I was like, there's so many different eyeshadows that look so good of this look, but it's not from the drugstore. And I was so tempted to screw this whole drugstore thing, but I was like, no Thuy, you need to keep your integrity, bitch. So I managed to look through right at the back and I found these pigments from Makeup Revolution, and they are these little products here. It's called the Crushed Pearl Pigments and they have loads of different colours of this, and I thought this colour would be perfect. This is called Girl Next Door. So I'm going to go in with the NYX Mix and Medium. Okay, so I'm going to put some pigment back on this plate. So I'm mixing medium on the plate. So I'll take a bit of that mixing medium and blend it into that pigment to make more of like a paste. Okay, so I'm just going to pat some in the middle, and I feel like the mixing medium will make sure that the eyeshadow really sticks in. I'm also using this Broken Pinky that I'm literally loving secretly right now because I can be going all up in my eyes. Okay, then I'm going to grab some of that pigment. Oh yes, pat. Oh yeah. So Kim's one went kind of like straight up towards the brow and it kind of like feathered up a little bit. Oh my god, I didn't zoom up for you guys today. I'm so sorry. I literally just forgot about that now. Oh my god, I haven't done a tutorial for so long. I'm forgetting all my skills. Okay, so I literally blended up the pigment really, really high, almost touching my brow because that's how it looked like in the photos when she was leaning back. But we're going to go in with the NYX Epic Ink Liner next. I was debating on whether he used eyeliner or not, but I think he done like a really thin line, but he didn't flick it out or anything. So we're going to try that. Okay, so I'm just literally doing a thin line. Just literally do like little small dabs. I don't know why I'm getting nervous over here. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so tempted to be like, bring it all the way back to the hairline. So I'm going to put on some mascara and some lashes. It was actually really hard to find good, long, fluffy lashes from the drugstore because most of them are like short and stumpy and yeah, just not that nice and fluffy. So I wanted to get spiky ones like what she was wearing. So the closest ones that I found are from Pinky Goat in a style called Awa, and you can actually get this in Superdrug as well. So I ain't cheating, guys, okay? I'm sticking with this drugstore theme. Okay, so I just put on the lashes and I'm trying to just like clump them together just so it's going to be like spiky like how Kim had hers. Okay, so I was looking at her photos and her skin almost looks really glossy, and I remember going to Makeup by Marius Masterclass and he put a little bit of 8 Hour Cream by Elizabeth Arden on the highlighter and it made the model's skin look really, really wet. Obviously, Elizabeth Arden is not from the drugstore. So I'm going to try to use this product here from Sleek. It's the Glossing Mixing Medium and it says glossing mixing medium, so I feel like if you use it by itself it might give you that glossy effect. So we're gonna try it. Wish me luck. I have felt the texture of this and it does feel really like sticky almost. I don't know how to describe it. It's like sticky but it's not really tacky, if that makes sense. So maybe it would just give you like a glossy vibe. Does it look good or does it look like someone just spat in my face? Guys, if my light keeps going in and out, it's because I keep forgetting to turn on the light that's on my table. Well, it kind of does look a little bit wet. I've got a freaking spot there, so it's not really smart to be putting pigment on there, you know. A little bit on my forehead, a little bit down the bridge of my nose. Just adds a little bit more like sheen, hopefully. Okay, let's put on the lip and get this video over and done with so I can get this hair out of this rat's nest. So I'm going to go in with Los Angeles Matte Lip Liner from NYX. I love the NYX lip liners, and also the Morphe lip liners are really good as well. Okay, so just lining my lips just quickly, and I'm kind of like blending it in as well so it doesn't look like just a line around my lips because the liner is a little bit darker. And then on the lips, I want to go something quite peachy. So I'm going to go with the L'Oreal Eye Empower 1110 liquid lipstick. And this is like a light kind of pearly nude. And I want it to be quite sheer because her lips look quite glossy. So I don't want it to be too liquid lipstick looking, you know. I really like the applicator of this. It's so nice and like thin and sharp as well. Look how nice this nude is. So cute. I would actually normally leave it like this, but since Kim Kardashian did go in with a gloss, I'm going to go in the Intense Butter Gloss by NYX in the shade Peanut Brittle. Okay, so that's the lip. Oh my god, it's such a pretty combo. I'm going to quickly finish off my hair and also get Bruise out from my mum's room, and then I'll be back. Okay guys, so I just finished off my hair and I also applied on the Nymph body highlighter makeup all over my chest, and it's so nice and glowing. I feel like I've just been dipped in some gold. I just come out of the sea, you know. I can't believe this full face is done with Drugstore makeup. I literally love it. So let me know what you guys think of this Kim Kardashian Met Gala inspired makeup using Drugstore products. Let me know what you guys think of this video down below in the comment section. If you guys like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up, and also follow me on all my other social media platforms. It's just xThuyLe on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys, enjoy the bloopers. Mwah. Okay, so hurry up and pump, you fucking bitch. Oh. So for my sponge today, I'm actually going to use a Real Technique. What? I can't talk today. I'm going to break it now, ripping off this packaging. 3 years later. Oh my god, I still haven't taken off the packaging. Oh, come on, finally. Okay. B-roll. Do I look like a wet dog? Grang, you want to be in the bloopers? Let's just imagine if Grang was here. Hey babe, what do you think of this look?
I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know.
Oh, he's coming, he's coming.
Are you calling me?
What do you think of this makeup look? Do I look like Kim
Were
Kardashian?
you mocking me? I heard you mocking me.
Well, what do you think of this makeup look?
Hi, Kim K.
I thought you were going to say, I don't know. I don't know who Kim K is.
You got gel in your hair.
Yes! The things I do for this video, guys, I
It's a
literally...
bit clumpy there, mate. Lumpy bumpy.
You're so annoying, Cam. Oh god, my armpit is sweating. It's literally like got water under there.